Bienvenidos una vez más a T-Council, que llevo bastante tiempo sin jugar ni nada, básicamente porque he estado bastante mal de la tripa y demás, y con los cursos y todo por medio. Intenta convencer a Manuel Godoy. Vale, tenemos ahora la conversación con Manuel Godoy. Sí.
Duke Manuel?
Well. Monsieur de Richet, I was not expecting you. I am not in the mood, sir, I warn you. What do you want from me, sir?
Que me dé el aire. Coste se reduce en 3. ¿Cómo era? No. Ah, aquí. A ver, Godoy. ¿Dónde está, señor Godoy? Ah, no sabemos nada. No sabemos nada de Godoy.
I see you're still feeling under pressure. Since your arrival, I've noticed that you've been on the defensive. It seems to me that Monsieur Perru has a knack for getting your back up.
That is the least you can say. Indeed, I was warned. I knew what to expect. For God's sake, why in the hell did your people execute their king? Have the French gone stark raving mad? There are nothing but monarchies in power in Europe. They will all come crashing down on you.
We shall see. It might, well, turn out to be the opposite.
You certainly do not lack for audacity, young man. Just tell me one thing, monsieur. Why did you side with Mortimer? He is alone, isolated. The United States can do nothing to help you, and France is surrounded by over 10 countries just waiting for the word to pounce. Really, I do not see why you choose Mortimer.
Bueno, soy el mayor estado democrático del mundo.
Oh, it's really quite simple, you know. Whose place are we at? Who can manage to bring together so many influential figures under the same roof?
Technically, Sir Gregory brought more guests than Mortimer.
Yes, but in whose name? Who organized the party, Senor Godoy? Who pays the bills? And you are forgetting something fundamental. Who has the biggest army nowadays?
Yes.
There's no shame in admitting that France is militarily superior to you. That's why you're considering joining forces with other European countries in order to confront us.
I agree that Mortimer does have some powerful assets. Tell me, do you really believe Spain has any interest in ceding Louisiana to France?
A ver, esto siempre ha sido un papel importante. Sabemos que históricamente no fue Luisiana, sino fue Texas o Arizona. No me acuerdo cuál de las dos fue la que vendió primero España. Y luego vino...
My Lord Duke, you know as well as I do that our common enemy is and will always be England. I don't believe you look favorably at its embargo on France. Its ships cross the Atlantic Ocean right up to your coastline.
Do not even mention it. If those tea drinkers try anything in these waters, I will send the whole of the Spanish fleet to calm them down. Tell me one last thing. What would I gain from all this?
¿Qué gano yo con todo esto? Librarse de Holm, chantajearlo. Obligarlo a que declare la guerra, acabar con su paciencia. Hostia puta. Consolidar su posición en la corte española. Hablarle sobre lo que no perderá. Mortimer le estará agradecido. A esto es interesante, ¿eh? Decirle esto, pero... librarse de Holm también es interesante. Yo creo que aquí el problema básico es Holm. Y luego Mortimer.
If you continue with Holm, our two countries will become rivals. It could turn into war. Who knows?
It is likely even.
A war, Duke Manuel. On our own territories. Do you really see yourself committing the Kingdom of Spain to an armed conflict against France? Can you imagine the financial investment required, not to mention the loss of lives and dishonor at the slightest defeat? Do you see yourself being the man responsible for that?
No, but you are the one who's pushing me into it, you damned Frenchman!
I'm not pushing you into anything, Duke Manuel. If you are a man of the future and of progress, as I'm given to believe, you will know how much suffering a war would bring. Come on, fool, give it up. You're trapped like a rat.
Monsieur,
Control.
I am astounded. I did not think you capable, but you have succeeded. I will be more wary of you the next time. Nonetheless, if you can guarantee Lord Mortimer's support, then yes, you can count on my vote when the time comes. However, I expect you to be discreet with regard to my former partners, without which our agreement will become null and void.
Of course, my Lord Duke. You can count on me. Lord Mortimer will be delighted to hear the news.
I hope you know what you are getting into, Louis. I bid you good luck.
Good night, my Lord Duke. See you tomorrow. Well, that's one thing out of the way. The only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Vale, ahora podemos... Sí, vamos a volver a la cama. ¿Pero por dónde? Camino tradicional, supongo. Yo creo que van a pasar más movidas, ¿eh? Porque si mal no recuerdo... Uf, ¿por qué se ve tan oscuro el juego? No, no me deja... No sé, yo como que lo veo muy oscuro, ¿no? Tengo esa sensación de que está bastante oscurete el juego. A ver, tampoco es que tenga una luminosidad... Uf, abrumadora. Aquí ha habido movida. Ahí es verdad, primero, bueno, vete a la cama. Pero creo que podemos hablar con Mortimer antes. Vamos a hablar primero con Mortimer. Luego nos vamos a la cama. Vamos a ver si tal y cual. Ah, no, no me deja. Ok. No, este no era mi cuarto, ¿no? No, el mío tenía algo escrito. George Washington. Pues el mío tiene que estar al lado. No, si el mío tenía que estar al lado, al lado. Aquí nada. ¿Dónde está mi cuarto? He perdido mi habitación. Giuseppe Piaggi. Aquí. De Richet.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, you surprised me during the conference.
Why's that?
Well, you are going to lose. Why stay with Lord Mortimer?
I believe he has every chance of winning.
My, you are a rash one. However, if ever you want to change sides, please feel free to let me know.
But tell me, you didn't come here to try and make me change my mind, did you?
That's the last thing on my mind, although you would have everything to gain by it.
Do you perhaps know something that I don't? Come on, Emily. It's time you lay your cards on the table. If you have a good reason for Spain to keep Louisiana, I'm all ears.
Louis, I can assure you on good authority that the Crown will never let France take over Louisiana without taking firm action. Your country has everything to lose, especially now, it being weakened as it is on the home front.
In other words, you believe the aim is to weaken France?
Just an observation, Louis. Louis, if you trust me, you ought to ask yourself why I have chosen home. You do trust me, don't you?
Me gusta. Me gusta eso.
Louis, you're lying. That's not good.
Ahí es verdad.
Any more of that and I might get upset. Admit, though, that
Porras.
it does make you think. There's still time, you know. Join us before it's too late.
A ver, Jax Perú. Me duele la tripa. Jax Perú nos dijo de que no hiciésemos caso a Mortimer. Pero está claro que Holm aquí es muy malvado y Mortimer también. Es que cualquiera de los dos bandos es malo. Vamos a seguir apoyando a Mortimer.
Unfortunately, my word is my bond. I don't want to leave Lord Mortimer in the lurch.
Very well, as you wish. It's up to you to decide.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Hablar sobre Emma.
Well, I should imagine you're still shaken. I promise to shed light on my mother's circumstances as soon as possible.
There's not much to shed light on. What your mother did is inexcusable. She won the trust of my sister in order to more easily betray her. She didn't do anything to her. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Come, Louis.
A ver si me han envenenado o algo.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted. And Duchess Hillsborough. Why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. We want to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing. To keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Reemplazar a Emily Hillsborough, ojo, Ojo. Yo creo que Holm sabe tela.
Emily?
Sabe...
Emily?
No sé por qué tengo microcortes,
Typical.
Creo que es por la gráfica.
What's with this habit of hers of taking off in the middle of the night?
Sir, The conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you. Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
No pongo los libros ni nada de nada. Me parece que Perú todavía no la ha mochado.
The conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective decisions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Luke Manuel?
Well, you see, it is more complicated and it...
Godoy?
Come, Gregory. Don't try to impress my guests, please.
They are not your guests.
Gregory, anyone under my roof is by definition my guest. You included. I would be very grateful if you would let my guests speak. Duke Manuel, you were saying you still had some doubts?
Well, you see, the situation has changed since last night.
What's going on here, my Lord Duke?
You see, I gave it some thought during the night. New arguments have come to light.
What do you mean, Duke Manuel?
Sir Gregory, I regret to inform you that Spain will not support you in this operation. I vote for. Moreover, in response to arguments brought to my attention, I declare war on France.
What is he doing?
If you
Se le ha ido la olla.
you are dreaming.
Over 10 nations rise against you, young man, and you behave like a yapping little dog?
When the French armies are at your door, my Lord Duke, you will change your tune. Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
For, of course.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques,
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques,
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer work for you.
Wait!
Deriche, you just can't help it, can you? Stop trying to play the hero, man!
Lo del suicidio. Viene lo del suicidio. A ver, no quiero que se muera. Porque... vulnerable al protocolo y a la psicología.
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things!
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I don't want to do bad things anymore.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jack. You'll have all the time you need.
La distracción. Buah, casi la lío antes, distracción. Protocolo y psicología. Protocolo y psicología.
Look, you've done as much as you can. You have nothing to fear. Your daughter is safe.
Shut up!
¡Mierda! ¡Me cago en! Yo no quería esto. Joder.